Why was professionalism in rugby such a dramatic shift? Imagine a sport where players once competed purely for pride and love of the game, with no thought of earning money. That was rugby for over 100 years. But everything changed in the mid-1990s. The shift to professionalism was not just about money. It was a complete transformation of how rugby was played, managed, and viewed around the world. For a long time, rugby union was seen as a gentleman's game. Players were expected to play for honor, sportsmanship, and tradition. The sport's roots go back to the late 1800s, when it was mainly played by middle and upper-class men in Britain, Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa. Back then, the idea of getting paid to play was almost unthinkable. The governing bodies enforced strict rules against players accepting money, to protect the sport's integrity and its social image. But as the years went on, the sport faced growing financial pressures. Television rights, sponsorship deals, and advertising brought in more money, but players still weren't paid. Instead, some teams paid players under the table, which was called amateurism. This created tension because it went against the official amateur rules but was often necessary for players to support themselves. The turning point came in 1995 when the International Rugby Football Board, now called World Rugby, declared rugby union an open sport. That meant players could now be paid legally. This was a huge change because it ended nearly a century of strict amateurism. Suddenly, players could train full-time, get professional coaching, and focus solely on their rugby careers. This made the game more competitive and raised the level of play. The move to professionalism also led to the creation of professional leagues around the world. The English Premiership, France's Top 14, and Super Rugby in the Southern Hemisphere all started to grow rapidly. These leagues attracted top players from different countries and brought in big investments. International competitions like the Rugby World Cup became more intense and more commercially successful. Culturally, the shift changed how people saw rugby. It opened the sport to more social classes and regions, making it more inclusive and global. It also changed the traditions and attitudes about what rugby was supposed to be. Players could now make a living from the sport, which was a major change from the past. In the end, the move to professionalism was not just about money. It was about adapting rugby to the modern world, making it more competitive, and expanding its reach worldwide. It reshaped the sport's identity and created new opportunities for players, clubs, and fans everywhere.